Honda makes some crazy tough engines that just never break, and some of the best ones nobody even talks about. If you think you know Honda, these engines will surprise you. 10J37, A5 3.7-liter V6 Acura ZDX. Starting with something weird, a massive V6 from an Acura SUV. The J37A5 is a 3.7-liter beast and way stronger than people realize. It releases about 300 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. With 24 valves and spinning up to 6,300 revolutions per minute, which is pretty high, it packs real punch, especially for a family SUV. Even better, it still gets around 16 mpg in the city and 21 to 23 on the highway. Not bad for something this heavy. So here's what's really cool. This thing just won't quit. Many owners drive these past 200,000 miles like nothing. Some even hit 300,000 miles without major repairs. That's Honda 4-cylinder toughness in a big V6. One mechanic told me J37s are among the easiest engines they work on. They just kept running. If you see a 2011 ZDX still purring smooth, that's the J37A5 showing it belongs with legendary Honda engines. You can usually find a used J37A5 engine for around $1,600 to $2,100, and cleaner, low-mile ones can go up to about $2,500 or even $2,900. If you're just looking for parts like camshafts or timing kits, those usually run between $90 and $330 on eBay. Don't think this V6 is Honda's best, because as we go up, these engines get even tougher. 9. D15 B7 1.5-liter 1992 to 1995 Civic GLI DX Del Sol S. Check this out. A tiny 1.5-liter engine from the early 90s that people still love today. Meet the D15 B7, the heart of Civics, like the GLI, DX, LX, and the 1993 to 1995. Del Sol S. Honda built this for the last forever. Making about 102 horsepower and 98 pound-feet of torque, with a redline around 6,800 revolutions per minute, this engine was modest but rock solid. Skip the VTEC, skip the turbo, skip the fancy electronics. This was good old-fashioned Honda engineering that nailed the basics. Maintenance is easy, and parts are cheap and everywhere. Even if you never worked on cars before, you could probably fix most stuff yourself. The fuel economy was amazing too. These Civics easily hit mid-30s mpg on the highway, sometimes pushing 40 if you drove nice. In the age of expensive gas, that still matters. The best part? It's totally normal to find these engines still humming after 200,000 miles with just basic care. Used or rebuilt, D15 B7 engines usually go for around $800 to $1,400, while fully remanufactured ones can cost anywhere from $2,100 to $2,700. Small but mighty, the D15 B7 earned its place by never giving up. Stick around and don't forget to subscribe. 8. R20 A 2-liter VTEC 2012 to 2016 Honda CR-V. You might not expect a newer engine here, but here we are. The R20A is a 2-liter engine with Honda's smart VTEC in the newer Honda CR-V. This thing runs smooth and handles performance and toughness really well. It makes about 155 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque. It spins up to 6,700 revolutions per minute and doesn't feel slow even for a small SUV. Part of Honda's newer engine lineup, the R20A is tough. Even with all the modern stuff, owners keep hitting 200,000 miles, some even swapping timing chains and still road tripping like nothing happened. It keeps things simple compared to crazy modern designs. That simplicity pays off big when it comes to lasting forever and easy maintenance. You won't find fancy turbochargers or weird failures here. This was solid, dependable power. Used R20A engines usually go for around $1,000 to $1,500, especially from imported CR-Vs or ILX. You won't see any flashy stuff here. This thing is steady, smooth, and built to last. 7. F22 B2.2-liter 1993 to 2001 Prelude Accord Odyssey. Here's one that might surprise you, the F22B. This 2.2-liter engine is SOHC VTEC for the 130 horsepower version we're talking about. Might not look like much on paper, but it's quietly legendary. The F-22B put out 130 horsepower and 1,309 pound-feet of torque with smooth mid-range pull. Known for going 200,000+ miles with minimal repairs, it wasn't flashy but was rock-solid, strong, and built to handle daily life without drama. VTEC adds a little fun when you need it, but the real magic is in how simple and tough it is. People who drove these cars daily loved how easy they were to maintain and how rarely anything went wrong. JDM F-22 BSOHC VTEC engines usually sell for around $800 to $900, but if you're getting one with higher miles or bundled with a transmission, the price can go up to about $2,700. You'd find this engine in Accord DX, LX, SE models and in first-gen Odysseys, but not in the US Preludes, which used H-Series motors primarily. Parts are everywhere, repairs are cheap, and mechanics know them inside out. Stick around, because number 6 brings us into the golden years of early 2000s Honda magic. 6. F-23 A12.3 Liter SOHC VTEC 1997 to 2001. Accord Acura CL. This one is a real workhorse. The F-23A1 is a 2.3-liter engine with one camshaft that came in mid to late 90s. Honda Accords, starting in 1998, and the Acura CL, only in 1998 to 1999. It's basically the bigger cousin of the F-22, and just as tough. It made around 150 horsepower and 152 pound-feet of torque. It revs close to 6,500 revolutions per minute and has smooth power. It doesn't feel jumpy, it feels confident, like a calm engine with nothing to prove. Even though it's bigger, it still sips gas. In an automatic Accord LX or EX, you'd still get around 23 mpg city and 30 highway. That made it perfect for long-distance commuting and everyday comfort. The F-23A1 became special because it just keeps running. Owners often share stories of driving these cars well beyond 250,000 miles. One Accord owner even joked that their engine outlasted their transmission and their patience. JDM F-23 A1 engines usually go for about $900 to $1,200 depending on mileage and condition, with some cleaner low-mile units reaching up to $1,100. It tackled road trips, traffic, and daily grind with ease, built to run without fuss. Found in 1998 to 2002 Accords and 1997 to 1999 Acura CLs. You won't find flashy stuff here. This delivers strong, smooth, lasting performance. Think of it as a Civic heart built tougher. And now it's your turn. Share your engine stories in the comments below. 5. D17 A1.7-liter SOHC 2001 to 2005 Civic DX LX VP. We hit the halfway mark. Up next is a real fighter, the D17A1. This 1.7-liter four-cylinder with one camshaft, which keeps it simple, may not have flashy Type R specs, but it earned its reputation as a long-haul warrior in early 2000s Honda Civics. It produced about 115 horsepower and 110 pound-feet of torque, revving smoothly up to 6,750 revolutions per minute. Perfectly balanced for everyday driving, this engine was all about consistency. It runs quiet and smooth and delivers where it counts. Fuel economy? Outstanding. Many drivers report over 30 mpg on the highway, making it perfect for students, commuters, and anyone looking to stretch a gallon. Its lightweight design and smart gearing helped keep gas mileage good without making it weak. The D17A1 stands out because of how tough it is. It came from an older Honda engine, but Honda made it bigger and gave it a simple belt-driven cam and really strong block. These engines often cross 200,000 miles without breaking a sweat. Used D17A1 engines typically sell for around $1,500 to $1,900, while remanufactured ones can run from $1,700 up to nearly $2,000 depending on condition. 4. J30 A43 SOHC V6 2003 to 2005 Accord. Most people think smaller engines always win in the longevity game. Well, the J30A4 says otherwise. This 3-liter V6 with single camshaft, found in the 2003 to 2005 Honda Accord and 2004 to 2006 Acura TL manual transmission models, is one of Honda's most underrated endurance champions. With around 242 horsepower and 212 pound-feet of torque, it had serious grunt for its day. And thanks to spinning up to 6,700 revolutions per minute and single-stage VTEC on some models, it delivered that power smoothly like Honda always does, and efficiently. And this is what makes this thing so special. It just keeps going. These engines cruise past 300,000 miles like nothing. One well-known 2005 Accord V6 owner clocked over 500,000 miles, and the engine didn't burn a drop of oil. That's crazy impressive. Even though it's a bigger V6, it still sips gas. Some drivers report up to 30 mpg on the highway. Add to that its quiet, refined performance and low maintenance needs, and you've got an engine that's as practical as it is powerful. Use J30. A4 engines usually go for around $1,000 to $1,300, but some rare low-mile units can reach $1,800 to $2,000. It was built with lasting in mind. 3. B20Z2 2-liter DOHC 1999 to 2001 CRV. Okay, we're in the top 3, and this one might catch you off guard. It's the B20Z2, a 2-liter engine with 2 camshafts that powered first-gen CRVs. Don't let the SUV badge fool you. This engine packs serious staying power. It delivered around 148 to 150 horsepower, roughly quoted as 147 horsepower, and 140 pound-feet torque, with a red line up near 6,700 revolutions per minute, though it's often described around 6,500. It's a non-VTEC DOHC B series with higher compression, around 9.6 to 1, and a unique head design, but it's still stout and responsive. What really makes the B20Z2 special is its longevity. This engine is becoming legendary with car people. With proper maintenance, first-gen CRVs routinely go past 200,000 miles, and many reach 250,000 to 300,000 plus miles before needing major work. Used B20Z. 2 engines usually go for around $900 to $1,600, while remanufactured ones can hit $2,500 to $3,300. 2. K20Z32 liter DOHC VTEC 2006 to 2011 Civic C. Okay, down to the last 2, and this one's a total legend in the Honda world. The K20Z3, found in 2006 to 2011 Civic Si, is a 2-liter engine with 2 camshafts for more power that helped define Honda's high-revving reputation. It produced around 197 horsepower and 139 pound-feet of torque, and loves to scream all the way to its 8,000 revolutions per minute top speed. Might sound like a track-only screamer, but here's the crazy thing. It also lasts forever. Owners regularly report 250,000 to 300,000 miles without a rebuild. One driver even hit 320,000 miles and said it still runs like new. How? Honda built this with really strong parts and chain-driven stuff. The K20Z3 is made for high-stress operation. This is a true hero engine. Used K20Z3 engines often sell for around $1,200 to $1,800 depending on condition. Rebuild kits run about $300 to $600, and if you're just after the block, those go for around $380. And now we're down to 1. K24 A4 2.4 liter DOHC VTEC 2003 to 2005 Accord and the Honda Element. At number 1, we got the K24A4, a 2.4-liter engine with dual overhead camshaft. It produces around 160 horsepower and 161 pound-feet of torque. It spins up to 6,500 revolutions per minute, full of low-end torque and pulls confidently, whether you're on the highway or stuck in city traffic. And for those wanting more, the K24A4 takes well to mods, making it a favorite for tuners on a budget. But what really makes this engine legendary is how tough it is. Smart engineering. Owners regularly hit 200,000 to 300,000 miles with basic maintenance. You won't get oil burning or rattles. This was a solid, consistent performance. Because it was so widely used, parts were cheap and mechanics were familiar with it. People buy entire cars just to get this motor. Used K24A4 engines usually sell for around $1,000 to $1,500, with remanufactured or low-mile imports going up to about $1,800. But here's the real debate. Do Honda's modern turbo engines even come close to this old-school toughness? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the ride, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more timeless builds and bulletproof motors.